Hey guys, how's it going? Markel here, back with another video, and this is my Pixel 6 Pro after 8 months. I don't use this device every single day. I rotate between this device and two other devices, which would be my Surface Duo and my S21 Ultra. Now, with that being said, let's take a quick look around the hardware to show you guys how it has been after 8 months of use. And I can honestly tell you guys, man, this phone has held up pretty well. This is the original case from Google. There's a little bit of dirt on here. And that was the one thing I didn't like about this bar. See if I can get that in focus, is that it was gonna collect dust and dirt, even keeping that case on. But, you know, other than it being a little dirty, there's no scratches or anything on here because I keep it in this case. And that is the original case from Google. But yeah, it has held up pretty well. I do like this camera design. It is different, it's unique, and you can spot a Google phone from a mile away. Just like you can spot an iPhone with the burner stoves. You can spot this, you know when someone has a Pixel. As far as the Tensor chip, now this is Google's first chip that they're putting in their own devices, and after the software update in January, at the end of January or beginning of February, my phone has worked great. People have complained about this fingerprint reader not being fast. I mean, it's fast enough for me. I don't know what kind of speed they're looking for. I guess they just want that blink, like you blink your eye, it's open, but it's worked fine for me. Since that software update, all the issues I had at the beginning when I first got it, they weren't the phone's problem, it was Android's problem. For those of you who have like DJI products, you were not able to load your DJI, like the DJI Fly app here, onto your Android device, at least this one, or my Samsung device. So you had to side load it. But now I can easily go in and load all the apps that I actually use. I don't have a ton of apps, and that's because I don't like to waste space on just putting apps on I'm never going to use. So this has worked out pretty well for me. Now the biggest thing about Pixels that people know about the Pixel are the cameras. So I'm going to show you guys some photos that were taken on the rear camera, the rear main 50 megapixel camera, as well as the front facing camera in portrait mode and in regular mode. These photos, man, high dynamic range, a lot of contrast, which is Pixel photos are known for. All the photos that I take for my thumbnails, all the photos that I take pretty much from the channel either come from this Pixel 6 Pro or they come from the Pixel 5a. Because that camera, even though it's a 12 megapixel camera on the 5a, they produce similar photos. So as far as the pipeline goes for the Pixel photos, can't go wrong. For me personally, Pixel takes the best photos of any cell phone. That's just me. But when it comes to video, I still prefer my iPhone. I did shoot a little video on here of my friend eating some super hot wings. I'm going to show that to you guys now. And the video quality is not bad, okay? And this was shot on the rear camera on the Pixel in 4K, 60 frames per second, which is fine to me. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect, and it's never going to be perfect because of YouTube's compression. But the one downside that I have to this device is the battery. The battery life on this thing, once you take it off Wi-Fi and you letting it use its own antenna, for whatever reason, it sucks down the battery a lot more. Now, here in Colombia, I pretty much use my local service from Claro as a hotspot to this, so I never have to really worry about it. But if I was going back to the States and I was using this as a primary device, I don't believe I can make it an entire day. The couple of times I tried it, of just letting this be the main phone for the entire day, I was only getting about 5 to 5.5 hours of screen on time, which would not get me through an entire day. But using both devices, I've never had that issue because this will last me the entire day because I mainly use this one a lot more. But battery life is where I would say there's still a concern. Now, if you're thinking about buying this, this is still the regular price 8 months later at $899. But in 3 months, the new Pixel 7 Pro is getting ready to drop. So if you're thinking about buying a Pixel, unless you're looking at getting the A line, like the 6A that just dropped for $449, I would tell you to hold off and wait to get the Pixel 7 Pro, because this one has not discounted in price at all if you're looking at getting a new one. But if you're looking at getting the used one, I can honestly tell you, man, that this phone has been great. All the features from the live text to real-time recording your speech or whatever it is you're trying to do, from the screen splitting to whatever else you need that most people are going to use on a day-to-day basis, this phone has worked absolutely great with no issues. And when it comes to the cameras, man, which is my favorite part about this device, whether it's the front-facing camera or the rear cameras, whether it's wide or telephoto, you're going to get a great image from this Pixel. Okay, guys, so that's it for now. I'll probably come back and revisit this sometime later in the future. But until the next time, guys, that's it. I'm out. Peace.